Hold on to your hats, folks. The second installment of the Wicked movie saga has just blown the roof off the box office, proving that Glinda and Elphaba are still captivating audiences worldwide. Wicked, for Good, Universal's adaptation of the musical's Act 2, didn't just hit number 1, it shattered records, raking in a staggering $150 million in its North American opening weekend across 4,115 theaters. This officially makes it the highest-grossing Broadway adaptation debut ever. Think about that for a second. All those years of stage performances, the beloved soundtrack, the enduring story, it all culminated in this massive cinematic event. But here's where it gets controversial. Some argue that splitting the story into 2 movies was a purely financial decision, diluting the original musical's impact. What do you think? Was it a brilliant move, or a case of Hollywood prioritizing profit over artistic integrity? Let us know in the comments. Wicked, for Good didn't just beat other Broadway adaptations, it surpassed the first Wicked film's opening weekend, which previously held the record with $112.5 million. To put things in perspective, its domestic opening is only second to a Minecraft movie, $162 million, and ahead of the Lilo and Stitch remake, $146 million, for the year's biggest debuts. The film's success extends far beyond North America. It earned an additional $76 million internationally, bringing its worldwide total to a whopping $226 million. And this is the part most people miss. This global performance is particularly significant because the first Wicked film leaned heavily on its North American audience. For Good shows a broadening appeal, suggesting the story is resonating with viewers across different cultures and continents. This also marks the biggest overseas and global opening for a stage musical adaptation, also overtaking Wicked, which debuted to $50.2 million internationally and $164.2 million globally. According to David Gross of Franchise Entertainment Research, this is broad appealing Hollywood filmmaking at its best. Strong word of mouth is going to drive business through the Thanksgiving holiday and into December. This is a smash. And it seems he's right. Even though the second half of Wicked delves into darker themes than the musical's more lighthearted first act, audiences are still hooked. A remarkable 71% of viewers were female, and the film received an grade on CinemaScore exit polls, mirroring the reception of the first installment. Directed by Jon M. Wicked, for Good promises to be the epic conclusion to Elphaba and Glinda's journey. As the wizard and Madame Morrible turn Oz against the Wicked Witch of the West, played by Cynthia Erivo, Glinda, Ariana Grande, embraces her role as Glinda the Good. The enduring popularity of the musical and its memorable soundtrack are expected to fuel repeat viewings throughout the year. Wicked, for Good is a much-needed shot in the arm for the box office, which has been struggling to find a consistent blockbuster recently. While upcoming releases like Disney's Zootopia 2 and Avatar, Fire and Ash are expected to boost year-end numbers, overall domestic grosses are still projected to be only 3% higher than 2024. That might sound okay, but consider this: last year's grosses were almost 24% below pre-pandemic levels. The industry is still trying to recover, and Wicked is definitely helping. In contrast to Wicked's triumphant debut, 2 other new releases, Sony's Sisu, Road to Revenge, and Searchlight's Rental Family, struggled to make an impact. Rental Family, starring Brendan Fraser, opened in 5th place with $3.3 million from 1,925 cinemas. While reviews and audience scores are positive, 86% on Rotten Tomatoes and an grade on CinemaScore, it remains to be seen whether this will translate into long-term success. Sisu 2 landed at number 6 with $2.6 million from 2,222 theaters, falling short of expectations. The first film, Sisu, earned $3.3 million initially, ultimately reaching $7 million domestically and $14 million globally. Holdover titles like Now You See Me, Now You Don't, Predator, Badlands, and The Running Man completed the top 5. Now You See Me 3 earned $9.1 million in its second weekend. Lionsgate's illusionist adventure has amassed $36.8 million domestically. The film, which cost $90 million to produce, has been a much bigger hit overseas with $109 million for a global tally of $146 million. A fourth installment is already in the works. Predator, Badlands, earned $6.5 million in its third weekend, while The Running Man earned $6.1 million in its sophomore outing. Both are big-budget tentpoles that will struggle to recoup their budgets since theater owners get to keep half of ticket sales. Badlands, which cost $105 million, has earned $76 million domestically and $159.6 million globally. The Running Man, which carries a $110 million price tag, has generated just $27 million in North America and $48.3 million worldwide. So, what's your take on Wicked's phenomenal success? Do you think splitting the story into two parts was the right call? And what does this mean for the future of Broadway adaptations? Share your thoughts in the comments below.